Today we're talking battling the winter blues for your chickens and for you. Hello everyone. Today we are in my new favorite space on the homestead. That is our greenhouse. It is mid-February or mid-April, April 20th, I think. Anyway, it's about 1 degree Celsius outside and we are 27 inside this greenhouse. So we have brought some of the chickens in and they're going to go ahead and get this ground scratched up and cleaned up for us. And this is one of the ways we figured out how to help our chickens battle those winter blues. We are experiencing a little bit of late winter weather here in April. We had a nice taste of spring here for a couple of weeks. All the snow was gone and the weather and the temperatures were nice. Everybody got to go outside and start doing their free ranging, but then we got slammed with this beautiful white stuff that some of the sledders love around here, but yeah, it's kind of slowed down our spring activities. So to help battle those winter blues, we bring the chickens into this space. It's nice and warm. They can scratch around and do their natural thing, and we get to spend time with them, so it's good for our winter blues as well. We've all been sitting around all winter, itching to get out there and do our gardening and everything else. And yeah, so this is one way that we do it. Doing this with the birds and spending time with the birds out in these spaces. And if you can create a space like this outside, I would recommend doing it. And but it is great for us as well, the humans. Spending time with any animals is therapeutic, and seeing the animals happy, it kind of spreads, kind of makes you feel happy. So, you know, we've been stuck inside for here in Canada, we're stuck inside a good 6 or 7 months out of the year. And yeah, it feels good any chance you can to get outside and spend time with your animals. So if you can make a space like this, I highly recommend it. And yeah, it'll be good for you and your animals. If you can't get into a greenhouse space like this, and we haven't always had one, but the last few years we did. But another thing they like to do is scratch through hay. So if you can get your hands on some hay, or if you have some hay for some of your other animals laying around, we like to throw down a little flakes, more specifically alfalfa or anything with wild mix in it. They love picking through it and going through the flowers of the alfalfa and everything else. Even the timothy, if you don't have anything else, still pick through it and eat it. And it'll keep them busy, give them something to do while they're stuck inside the coop or the barn. Any of the hay they don't eat is good bedding, good footing for them. If you're throwing it down on the snow outside for them, the temperatures are nice for them to go outside, but there's no ground. Throw a bunch of hay down on the snow out there, and yeah, they'll eat the good bits, and the stuff left behind will be nice footing for them until the snow's gone. Other things we've tried over the years, we built some swings, but they don't seem to enjoy the swings very much. So we keep one in there just in case, but we rarely see them on it. And the kiddie pools full of sand and grit is another way to keep them busy when they can't get outside and do their natural dirt baths. Some other things we do is grow plots of wheatgrass. When we can't get them into the greenhouse like this, we will throw down sheets of wheatgrass and let them pick through that and let them get the vitamin and minerals out of that. Oh, here you go. All right, so we wanted to share with you guys how easy it is to grow those trays of wheatgrass. If you're thinking about adding that to your chicken's diet, it's also a very good thing to add to your diet. If you make smoothies, they're great to add to your smoothies, but super easy to do. Get yourself some wheat berries or wheat seeds and get a good size jar. Fill it up about a third of the way. Man, I'm making a mess. Okay, so once you've got your seeds in the jar, you're going to want to fill it up, I don't know, a good inch or so above the seeds and let that sit overnight for about 24 hours. And then the very next day, you will get your piece of screen. So if you're looking for something to cover the top of your jar with, this is just an old piece of window screen. From the windows around the house. If you got one that you threw away, or see one laying around that you're not using, you can cut that stuff up. You can also get it at the hardware store really cheap by the foot. All right, so you've let them soak for 24 hours, and now you've got to rinse and drain every day for about 2 or 3 days. It's very important to do that. You don't want them to get moldy or mildewy. So rinse them, drain it good, and then leave it in your bowl just like that, and let the water drain out. Make sure there's no excess water down in the bottom of your bowl once you've done that. And after 2 or 3 days, you should see those sprouts start to form. I don't have any sprouted at the moment, but once you've got your seeds sprouting after a few days, you'll go ahead and get your trays, put a nice layer of soil on the bottom, about a good inch or so, and then spread your seeds in nice, and then sprinkle some fresh soil on top and add water and put it in the window. If you got a nice sunny window, put it in there and you will have grass growing for days and days and days. And before you go ahead and throw them into the coop, we'll trim those for several days. We'll trim them and add the trimmings to their feed. We give them a treat every morning with their scratch, so we'll add that to it. And then once it's kind of expanded its life, you'll see it stops to grow after a certain period of time. Then you can go ahead and throw them out there in the run for the chickens. Well, thanks for watching. And again, please share anything you've got. We'd love to hear from you guys and how you battle those winter blues. So hit subscribe. We are going to be going to a big chicken show here coming up in the next month. And we'd love to bring you guys along for that. And we're probably going to be coming home with a few more chickens.